the group here. Let's see what we have over here. I saw some scrolls back there. The Long Walk. There appears to be various first-hand accounts of the... Is it a quest? It might be a quest. Let's see. Nope. If it is a quest, it's not one that's listed in Brazilian Forest. Scout's Bow. Awesome. But I think both Alistar is using a much better crossbow. I know Sten is. And Liliana is using the awesome Brigand's Bow. Yeah, so we don't need that at all. Okay, so what we have? Barrel has another Scout's Bow in it. I was going to turn around and sell this back to them. I feel kind of bad about that. 5 Elflight arrows, a short bow, a single elf root, a lyrium potion, and a health poultice. Oh, and while we're okay, I would like to make more potions while we're here. Of course, I didn't take Morgan with me. That should be okay. We can use my own herbalism skill to make a bunch of lessers. That should be good. We have 32 normal health poultices, which I'm going to hope is enough.
Anathara, Grey Warden.
Your face is really round, and your ears are so tiny.
Yes, they are. Nice camp they have here. I do like the hanging lights. Shame we didn't come here at night. Oh, we have to bring Poppy here for the landmark tent.
As you say.
Actually, we can just swap him out with somebody. This carved wooden head represents something that is too late now for me to read. Landmark tent? Oh! Really? I'm so dumb.
Of all the...
Just because we can do this, we definitely should. I'm gonna forget.
Indeed.
It's not telling me it's a landmark tent. It's telling me if I want to landmark the tent.
I'm sorry, but I must attend to our ailing fallen.
No, don't apologize. It's perfectly fine.
Please leave that be. If you have need of equipment, I am sure Master Verathorn can help you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll leave it alone.
Masiranis.
Not realize that there was a chest that someone cared about. Hunter, eldest of the sun. What is that I left over there? Hold on, we're gonna run back over here. Oh, it must be a face. The elven god of vengeance. I don't think I found even half of this stuff last time I was here. There's a few quests around, too. Oh, nice. This must be their archery range? No. Looks like they're grazing out in that little pen. Liliana? A love letter. And a tier 5 dagger. Which is not better than what we're using, what she's using currently. I don't know if it ever will be, honestly. Another dagger. It's a good enough place to stay. I guess they can't leave the forest for the same reason that... Well, I guess they're attacking when they walk into the forest. So they're kind of pinned here. Hello, Laura.
Who comes? Oh, I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the Hala, I did not hear your approach.
Who are you?
My name is Alora. I am the Master Herder in charge of caring for the Hala. Not as exciting as being a Grey Warden, but the Hala are vital to us.
What is a Hala?
They are the noble beasts that pull our Aravel. What humans call landships. They are our companions and our guides.
They are not your mounts, then.
We ride the Hala, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the Hala who decide where to lead us, and our privilege that they take our Aravel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship, and not servitude.
So why have you separated this one from the others?
I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal. And it may prove contagious to the other Hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery. For her sake, as well as that of the others.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful.
Oh, I don't have any survival. I wish I did, I'm sorry.
You are very kind.
No, we can't do that quest. Or we can. Elora, the Dalish master of the antlered Hala beast, is concerned that one of the herd has been infected with the werewolf blood curse and may die. No one has survival. I do want Sten to take it eventually. I guess we could start working on it now with him. Wow, there's quite a few elf fruit over there. I'll come back here off camera later and get some of that stuff. That's too far to walk on camera. It's too far.
Here I am. Yes, of course.
Small chipped nature crystal. That's still not good. Fen Harrow looks like it's another statue of one of their gods. Oh, hello, Genya.
Andiran Atishan, outsider.
Who are you?
I am Gaina. Is there something you need from me?
Maybe?
I am not sure what I can tell you, but I shall try.
I would like to know more of your people.
You should speak to Lanaya. She's the Keeper's first and knows much of such questions.
Can you tell me about the forest?
You would be best to speak to Seirel. He is our storyteller and knows far more of such tales.
Okay. Thank you.
Then may the creators bring you fortune.
Okay, so we saw one of those two mentioned, back over there near the leader. Trickster and Traitor has been set away from the others. Oh, I wonder if he's responsible for the curse that's on the werewolf. And the lore here must be awesome. I can't wait. I don't remember anything about the elven gods whatsoever. So this will be fun, I guess. Interesting to read about it. Looks like this is... Oh, there's Sarel. He must be talking to all of them. They must be all just waiting, I guess, for him to speak, I guess.
Hello?
Hello, you had an exclamation mark over your head.
I am Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
Well, why can't you?
I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand.
Try me. I might surprise you.
I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me.
Are all these Baz such cringing, ineffectual creatures?
I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something.
Okay.
I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina.
Uh-oh. Girl problems, I see.
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery.
There must be some way to solve your problem.
You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do.
Have you tried wooing Genya?
Wooing? I don't understand.
Romancer. Show her you love her.
I've serenaded her, and we've talked many times under the moon. But that doesn't matter if I'm still an apprentice. Not to her.
So stature is what she's interested in. Have you tried giving her a gift?
A gift? No, that wouldn't be appropriate. Not before we're married.
Then let's forget I mentioned anything.
Yes, that's probably for the best.
He still has an exclamation mark. I don't feel right helping him get a wolf pelt from the forest. He needs to do that on his own. Hello, Lanea?
Underanitishan, Grey Warden. My name is Lanaya. I am Zathrian's first, what you might call an apprentice, perhaps. I've been studying under the Keeper all my life. I am a bit curious of the outside world. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two?
Oh, wow. If you like, go ahead.
I hear the human cities are very large, thousands upon thousands of souls all packed together in their houses. Is that true?
Yes. Some are larger than the eye can see.
How very loud that must be with everyone talking all at once.
I agree.
I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place, surrounded by walls of stone and indifference. It is a difficult thought.
They are used to it, just as the humans are.
Being accustomed to pain and suffering does not make it any less tragic. It is said that one day we will have a land of our own. We Dalish gather the ancient wisdom in preparation for this. When that day comes, all elves, even those who have forgotten, will reclaim their former glory. I have a question, if it's not too impolite to ask. Do your people regret what they did to ours?
Some of us do. Not all humans are the same, though.
I see. That is difficult for our people to accept. Even if only some were in favor of what was done to us, the rest did nothing to stop it. A poet once wrote of them, before the fall of the Dales. Like dragons they fly, glory upon wings. Like dragons, they savage, fearsome, pretty things. But you don't need me to quote poetry to you. Forgive me. Perhaps you have some questions of your own.
Tell me more of yourself.
I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from.
How did you come to the Dalish if you were so young?
My parents were servants to a human merchant whose caravans plied the southern routes. One day, bandits killed him, and my parents both. I was the only survivor, just a young girl, and the bandits took me. I was their servant for several years.
I'm sorry. It must have been horrible.
It was. Though long years of reflection have allowed me to come to terms with it, to put them in perspective. I can only imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved me from them. I owe them my life for that, and more.
What does a keeper do?
A keeper is, first and foremost, the leader of the clan. He decides where we go and when we shall move. He's also responsible for knowing the clan's ancient lore and passing it on to the others in the clan. Without a keeper, the clan's knowledge is lost forever, so the clan protects him like no other.
You said that the Dalish rescued you from the bandits.
The bandits killed a scout when the clan passed near their camp. When the clan discovered him, Zathrian came looking for his killers. He followed their tracks for almost a month, and when he finally caught up to us, he fell on the bandits like a terror. No one could stop him. I sat there and I watched him attack them in a blur, and I reveled in every blow. When he saw me, the fury in his eyes turned to pity. He took me back to the clan, and I've been here ever since.
Why are the Dalish so hostile?
They have reason. Since the days of Arlathan, my people have been either subjugated or homeless.
But I'm not responsible for what's been done to the elves.
Aren't you? You're human. And to many of them, you represent the humiliations our people have suffered for generations. You may not have been personally responsible, but such feelings are not easily overruled by logic or fairness.
Well, you aren't hostile.
I was not born here, so I see things differently from the others. Still, I do not blame them for what they feel. Perhaps this may change one day, but I believe the humans would have to take the first steps, if they are capable.
What is this Arlathan that you mentioned?
It was our ancestral home, long ago when the humans first came to these lands. We were free then, and immortal. We did not know how to deal with the humans, and in the end, they turned their power against us and destroyed Arlathan. Our ancestors were enslaved, and our culture lost forever.
Does Arlathan still exist?
Not to my knowledge. According to the old tales, the human mages sank Arlathan into the ground, crushing it beneath the rock.
But the elves were immortal then?
They died, but not of an aged body as other races do. Not until the humans came. According to the legends, association with humans caused us to quicken. Our blood sped, and we began to age. So we avoided them naturally. And then we were enslaved by them for 1,000 years. And in so doing, we all were quickened permanently and our immortality destroyed. Or so the old tales say.
Could you get your lifespan back?
In time and with seclusion. We Dalish have lengthy lifespans, and they will get longer. Zathrian himself has lived many centuries, though that is unusual even for us.
Did the Arlathan fight back?
The Tevinter Imperium was a force to be reckoned with. It was ruled by mages with powerful blood magic. Though Arlathan fought, they lost.
I can see why you resent humans, then.
Shemlin, we call them. Quick children. I suppose it takes a certain arrogance to look upon another people as children, no? Perhaps we should be more heedful of our own role in Arlathan's loss. Even so, it was a bitter lesson to learn. One we are not grateful for.
Your homeland was called the Dales, I thought.
That was our second homeland. Our first was the great city of Arlathan. The Dales came when they were freed from enslavement. Elves everywhere journeyed hundreds and thousands of miles to the Dales, eager to start their lives anew. They called it the Long Walk. They reached the Dales and made it their own. And one day it was taken from us too, and you wonder why we are hostile.
Is there any way to get on your clan's good side?
It requires an individual to prove he is not the outsider we have come to expect. Your own task to help our clan is certainly a step in the right direction.
I want to ask something else.
Certainly.
What can you tell me about Zarethian?
Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself.
Zathrian.
He is the keeper of this clan and has been for a very long time. He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him, and he would do anything to protect them.
Lost much? What has he lost?
He lost his family a very long time ago. I don't know the story, but I understand the circumstances were horrific.
I should go.
As you wish. Darth Shirel.
Let's talk to their storyteller as well.
We few wanderers greet you, Shemlin. We understand you are venturing into the haunted forest to save our brethren. I suspect your efforts may be in vain. An entire group of our hunters went into the forest to do as you intend, and they have not returned.
Yes, but they weren't us.
Ah, bravado. How encouraging to see it in our time of need. Our people lie sick and dying, but you boast for our amusement? How thoughtful.
You think sarcasm is going to help you, do you?
Nothing will help us now. Least of all, the meddling of an outsider.
You are being most unkind, Cyril. Would you refuse our hunter's help simply because of the hand that offered it?
You shame me, Lethalan. I have allowed my bitterness to cloud my better judgment. Forgive me, Grey Warden. It is most difficult to forget the lessons the Shemlin have taught us. Perhaps I can yet make amends. Stay while I spin a tale for our children. And then I will tell you of the forest if you desire.
Yes, I'd like that.
Come and join us then, all of you. Now, what say we tell the story of the fall of the Dales? Which of you children knows that best?
I think I do.
Yes? Then come, child. Oh, don't be frightened of the outsiders. Now, where do you suppose such a tale should begin?
When we were slaves?
Yes. Long ago, our people were slaves to an empire the Shemlin had built on the darkest magic. They took away our history and our language and left us nothing. And then that empire fell. We were freed.
Because Andraste came with her army, and Shartan joined her.
Yes. Andraste, the Shemlin prophet, came out of the south and challenged the Tevinter Imperium. Our ancestor, Shartan, fought at her side. And when the rebellion came to an end, we were given a new homeland in the west, the Dales. We began to rebuild the culture and history we had lost in our years of slavery. We worshipped the creators and made the Dales our home. Perhaps you know what happened next, stranger. Do you know what happened to the Dales?
Something you think was unfair, no doubt.
But you do not. You must know a great deal more than we. What do you say, child? Can you tell us what happened to the Dales?
The Shemlin wouldn't let us be.
Indeed. They resented that we would not worship their maker, and they resented our ways because they were so different from their own. The Shemlin nations grew cold towards the Dales. They called us blasphemers and tyrants, and declared war upon us. A great crusade.
It's a war you started, I'm told.
Told by whom? A history that has been dictated by the victors, no doubt. Oh, I am certain we played a part in our downfall. We believed that the Shemlin would not revoke their prophet's gift so lightly. We were wrong. They took our lands, forcing us to abandon our gods and live as beggars in Shemlin cities.
You should have fought. You should have fought to the last of you. Better that than to submit.
Oh? Is it not the Kunari way to force others to submit? Surely that would not be your advice to my people, were they attacked by the mighty Kunari.
That would be different. The Kunari would improve your people. The humans have improved nothing.
Perhaps. Even so, many of us did fight. We fought, and we lost. But there were those of us who refused to abandon our ways. They emblazoned the symbols of the creators upon their flesh, and vowed to keep their ancient lore alive.
That's us. That's the Dalish.
Indeed, child. We chose to wander, homeless, rather than be ruled by the Shemlin. And all our clans wander alone until the day we have a homeland once more.
And we bring the old ways back to our people, because they have forgotten it all.
For we are the Dalish, the keepers of the lost lore.
The walkers of the lonely path.
We are the Elvenan, and never again shall we submit. And that is the tale of the Dales, stranger. Thank you for allowing us to tell it to you.
That sounded more like a sermon.
Perhaps. If anything, it is meant to be more of a cautionary tale for us, not so much for you. Now, as I said I would, I can tell you what I know of the Brazilian forest. Do you wish to hear it?
Yes.
Our legends say that before the Shemlin came, the Brazilian forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves both.
What does this have to do with the werewolves?
So much death in one place tore the veil into the beyond. The Shemlin know the beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves.
How many werewolves are there?
No one knows. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood. Until now, that is.
Have the hunters become werewolves?
It is said that one or two have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. As for the rest, they will either die or turn, unless they are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast. Wouldn't you?
So I should expect many spirits in the forest, then.
The forest is said to be haunted. Spirits possess the trees, the wolves, even the bodies of the dead. They yearn for true life, you see.
There were battles within the forest.
Who can say what value the Imperium placed on this land? And how many elves died here in slavery? Even the barbarians, who came to overthrow the Imperium, fought and died on this soil.
Witherfang still exists today, then?
So Zathrian insists. He says that Witherfang does not age as the werewolves do. Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast, and thus it is immortal. Perhaps it cannot even be slain. At the very least, it is old and powerful, much as Zathrian himself.
That's all I need to know.
One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Were I you, I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy.
The Dales. Okay. So... I think before we head into the forest, we're gonna wander out this way. Because I think we have a quest here. I think there's someone here who's supposed to join the mercenary group that we've been doing quests for. Mithra there, I think, maybe? No, she's just a Dalish hunter. Oh, she's guarding the exit of this camp. I thought we had a journal entry for the Blackstone Irregulars. No, we don't. Okay. I was mistaken. Alright, I'm going to compress the files down that we just did. We did a lot of talking. And when we come back, we'll finally be ready to enter the forest proper. I will see you guys then. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to some more Dragon Age Origins. I almost walked out into the forest without talking to this guy who has a quest for us. Let's see what he wants us to do.
Andera Natishan, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
They've been a bit suspicious.
I would be the same in their place. They have just been attacked, after all.
It is not our intention to insult a Grey Warden. We are simply wrapped up in the plight of our hunters. It is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
Forbidden you?
We are banned from entering the forest now. I have more cause than most, but I will not disobey my keeper.
Why do you want to enter the forest?
That is a tale I am not sure I should tell an outsider. Surely you have greater concerns than my problems, stranger.
Please, I'd like to hear about it.
It's odd to talk so freely with a stranger, but perhaps you can help me. My wife Denilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Delilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her.
I would not allow any to keep me from my goal.
Going out there could cause another attack, and I wish no harm upon my clan.
This I understand. To hold the group over the individual is worthy. An unexpected trait in your kind.
If I could just know if Delilah is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
Perhaps I could convince Zathrian to tell the truth.
No. It would be very rude to accuse the Keeper of lying. I know he means well. I just need to know. One way or another. If you were in the forest, perhaps you might come across her. Alive or dead. Any news would be better than none. And in return, I would be happy to gift you an amulet made by our craftsman. It may fetch you some coin in the human lands.
I'll see what I can do.
Since we seem to be heading into the forest anyhow, that does seem to be the right thing to do.
You are most kind.
I should go.
Please, should you come across my wife, return and tell me.
Alistar approves, +1. Alright everyone, so we've got 2 quests we can do here. We have to go and find Witherfang, and cut out his heart, and bring it back to Zathrian. And now we have to, or we don't have to, but we should pay attention and see if we can find that poor gentleman's wife, who probably is a werewolf, I would imagine, somewhere in the woods. We can't help the Hala, we just don't have the survival skill, which I guess I should probably be looking into giving someone that skill. Not for that quest, but it's useful anyway. It puts things on the minimap, and it increases that person's nature resistance. Probably win, I'm thinking. Oh, and because I really no, I won't activate their passives. We'll wait till it happens naturally out here. Alright, everyone, it has been a long time since I've stepped foot in this forest. Let's give it a go. Wow. This is exciting. Haven't been out here in years. Well, I guess I've never actually been in these woods physically, but I haven't played this game in a long time. Very mountainous area of sorts, like mossy, strange hills. Oh, Liliana.
Something I can help with?
What do you know of this place?
People have always spoken of dark and mysterious woods haunted by beings unseen. The Brazilian forest is one such forest. They say the veil is thin here, and spirits from the fade pass over, drifting through the trees and giving them an unnatural and sinister intelligence. It is said that if you feel you are being watched in the Brazilian forest, you are.
Oh, that's awesome sounding. Let's move on. I like how she ended that sentence. It's very, that's what I'm looking for. Oh god! What? Alright, we have enemies. Let's go, everyone.
Get off! Now you fall!
Okay, we should definitely be using potions on those who can. There's tons of death root out here, if I remember correctly. Ooh, Sten's tanking, which he shouldn't be doing. You know what? They're all gonna still stand there. that was fun. Good job, everyone.
It shall be done.
The Blight Wolf had a wolf pelt. Blight Wolf's wolf pelt.
Very well.
14 silver on the werewolf. Some Spar. Let's save the game. Hey, that wasn't so bad. Looks like this group's gonna do okay. Looks like I grabbed that elf root as well. There are places around New Jersey that look like this, I believe. New Jersey's got just about every type of terrain you can imagine, except a pure desert. Though we've got quite a bit of sandy areas around here, out in the forests. Pretty awesome. Our cedar, white, what is it? White pine forests, I think, are all over the place down where I live. Pretty awesome looking. And we got just about everything here. Swamps, mountains, beaches, traffic, high taxes, super high taxes. Hey, Deathroot, if I could hide from you around here. Nope, that's not gonna happen. Totally need you. Speaking of that, how are we doing on crafting when it comes to poisons? I've got 11 flasks and 4 Deathroots. No distillation agents. Sure. We'll make some normal Deathroots. They could come in handy. For battles where it looks like I won't be in too much danger, we can use normal Deathroots on Alistar, and, well, not use the Deathroots on them, but we can use the potions on them. Did I walk all the way over here to take this Deathroot and not this one? I did, didn't I? I'm bad at this game. That looks ridiculous, Liliana, but the stats are fantastic. So we're gonna keep you with the helmet right now. I don't like that armor on you, actually. I don't like it. Nope. Nope. If only because I don't like the texture on her stomach, as it were. I think she would be a little more muscular than that in her midriff. Oh, hello! I see werewolves, and we can talk to one of them. This is gonna go badly for us, isn't it? Oh, that wasn't me. Hello, I'm over here.
The Watchwolves have spoken truly, my brothers and sisters. A Dalish sent a human of all things to repay us for our attack, to put us in our place. What bitter irony.
You speak. I thought werewolves were savage beasts.
We are beasts, but we are no longer simple and mindless. Let that thought chill your spine. You speak to Swift Runner. I lead my cursed brothers and sisters. Turn back now. Go back to the Dalish and tell them that you have failed. Tell them we will gladly watch them suffer the same curse we have suffered for too long. We will watch them pay.
You're the werewolves who ambushed the Dalish, then?
We are. I regret only that we did not inflict every single one of them with the curse that night.
You sound as if you hate the Dalish a great deal.
That we do. How dare they send you here against us? Turn and leave while you still have the chance.
They probably know why I'm here. I don't think this is going to work. I don't know if I should intimidate them. So Persuade uses my cunning skill, Intimidate uses my strength. We'll try this. Begone, beast, or suffer the consequences.
Very well. I will not risk throwing my people at you like unthinking brutes. Come, brothers and sisters, let us retreat. The forest has eyes of its own, and it will deal with intruders as it always has.
Oh, that's good. Whew, wow. Well, we avoided a horrible combat probably right there. Thank God. One thing I'm remembering about this game, is that your main character likes to walk up and begin conversations with well-armored and often better-positioned troops. So you see an area, you see a battle, and you know that it's gonna. Oh, Andraste's Grace, another one of these. Huh, we can get that to Liliana as well. Hey. Yeah, so you see a battle, you know it's gonna go poorly, but you're still forced to walk up there and do it. And as a mage, that is really, really bad, being forced to be right up in the front of combat, where I'd much rather be nowhere near that area. You know, we're in the forest. I know I just said maybe some time ago I said I wouldn't use flaming weapons, but I think let's change our tactics really quick. I think I'm going to go ahead and use flaming weapons while I'm out here instead of oh. Well, I don't have the skill actually set, so I won't worry about it. So let's use flaming weapons while I'm here. Oh, and you know what? While we're here, let me make sure everyone's tactics doesn't require someone who's not in my group to be here. Ah, like this. Wynn's not in the group. So let's say attacking Liliana, if you can defend her. Everything else is fine. Liliana, you'll attack anyone who's attacking. Oh, that's kind of good. You'll both take care of each other. Okay, we're good. Okay, sorry about that. I'll make sure I don't miss anything on this side. Don't think we are. Sorry everyone if it's annoying that I walk, but I have to. I have to do this. I have to walk. So down near me, there's this one park that has about 1.5 miles of this boardwalk that runs through a swamp. It is awesome. It is awesome. Feels like you're in an, I don't know, I was gonna say Ewok village. Is that where you're from? But significantly less Ewoks are present. Very still out here. No wind at all. Hey, you know what? Now that I think about it, a lot of the games I've played, they don't have wind. Oh! What? Whoa! Looks like Mother Bear showed up to eat. Let's go, everyone. We can probably put this down here.